I've never really gone live on YouTube before. So this is my inaugural. If you do not know me, my name is Sheree Beasley, and I am the author of Gather Grace and Gravy. So I'm gonna kind of start talking and show you guys everything. So I think that we are most powerful together as a group when we join over food and fun. And anytime we gather, food is always a part of it. But also when we gather, we do have to have a lot of grace for each other, because all of us have different perspectives on how life is and what we want and what we think others should want, etc. So it's really, really important to have a lot of grace. And so that's the grace part of the title. And then gravy, I just think gravy makes everything better, whether you're Italian and you have tomato gravy, or if you are Cajun like me and brown gravy from a roux is your thing. Gravy just kind of makes everything taste better. It's just fantastic. So when you see this, please leave me a comment and say hello. Also, any ugly comments I will take down, because there's just no need for negativity, even if there is some grace there. And then also, tell me where you're watching from and what's most helpful for you in your kitchen, what you really need some help with. I love hearing from you. Also, don't forget to click the link to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more and more stuff this fall. I'm finally getting brave enough to really put myself out there, so it's super exciting. So if you've been watching for a minute and you saw me start with the other knife, and now I'm with a smaller knife, I'm going to show you why I did that on this next piece of the melon. So let me finish this up. And I'm wearing gloves, not because I'm phobic, because actually I'll touch just about anything, which you'll learn about me as well. But I have started to develop an allergy to melon for some reason. Not really sure why. Super, super fun that that's the case. Okay, so I'm going to show you. If I start with this knife, this is actually not too bad because it's going to be about half the distance to it. So I'm not going to have to work too terribly hard with this knife. But this one is going to make a lot quicker work of it. I can do it in one cut. If I had done this with this knife, I would have had to go here down and then rotate it and turn here down, causing a little bit more work for me. And potentially, if I'm not being really careful, I could cut myself. So the same thing with this. So this is a really long blade. So when I was cutting my watermelon earlier, the watermelon rinds were bigger. So you can see how small this is. And I'm really having to kind of be very careful and take a little bit extra time to cut this. Now, if I switch to this one, I can do it quite a bit faster. I have a lot more control, and I'm not as much in danger of cutting myself. So this melon is actually a little firmer and not quite as ripe as it could be, but I'm doing this for a particular event, and so that's why I'm going to go ahead and cut it, because it'll be okay. I'm feeding teenagers, they'll be fine. So again, if I'm cutting something like this, you can see it's long, but I have a lot more control over my knife because I'm using a smaller knife. It would not be the same situation if I was using this. I'm going to have a lot less control, and I'm not going to be able to do it as easily. Same thing when I'm cutting these small pieces. I can do it, but I'm much more effective and fast if I can do it like that, because I don't have as much in the way. So when you are picking a knife to use, you always want to judge it against what size thing you're cutting, because that's going to make all the difference in the world. And if you need some recommendations on knives or how to use knives, if something I didn't show in this video, please just leave me a comment and I'll be happy to do a video on that. I can't wait to hear from you. Have a great day.